Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're out on a new lake again. This is pretty close to my house, or somewhat close, we'll say, within an hour. It's a smaller body of water. It's only like 160 acres, something like that, but there are a ton of gizzard shad in here. They've shocked up golden shiners, there are bluegill, bass, catfish, and it's not a very pressured lake, which is nice. It's electric only, and it's actually relatively shallow. I think the deepest point that I've seen so far is about 10 feet. Most everything that I've fished so far and kind of passed by as I'm trolling down towards the dam has been between 3 and 6 feet. There's a lot of wood cover, there's a lot of pads. I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to run into like a random big fish. The Virginia Department of Game have come through and shocked this lake a few times, and I think the last time they did it, they actually didn't shock a fish over like 15 inches. But with the abundance of bait in here, I have a feeling it's one of those lakes that has a bunch of small fish with some really, really big fish in the mix. So maybe we'll run into one of those. Just out here trying out something new. Since I moved down to Richmond, I've been fishing a bunch of different water. But do me a favor, hit that like button, give us some luck for the day. Let's go catch some fish. All right, we're gonna start off with that lipless we were crushing them on the other day. I say crushing, we caught a few fish on it. This is a Janko Lures Rip Knocker, half-ounce lipless. Water temp, 54. It's the coolest water temp I've seen in a while. That cannot, oh God, was that a fish? That was a fish, it was big. I don't know, I couldn't tell. Found a fish right there. I don't know what they are though. Oh, that was awesome. First fish, spinnerbait. Oh, he's decent. We'll take him. Cold fish. Pretty though. Probably 14 inches or so. There. Half-ounce War Eagle spinnerbait. Kitech on the back, just pulling it through these pads. Really liking the looks of this random patch of pads. It's so funny, there's like nothing else like this in this whole entire lake. But there they are. We are going to utilize the power pole. This thing is so sick. Yeah, with only one you do swing around a little bit, but you can kind of control it with the trolling motor, which is nice. Pick up this spinnerbait, kind of work it around the edges of these pads. And then I'm gonna throw a jig up in there and move along. No dice on the spinnerbait. Let's try this little finesse jig. No dice in the pads. Well, I've been fishing for a couple hours. It's been pretty slow. I've caught the one on the spinnerbait, had one bite on a jig, and I think that's about it. Oh! Switched colors. First cast fish. Oh, thank you. Cold, pale fish. Awesome. I think I might have found the mother lode. If they're all bass, that would be pretty ridiculous. Oh, oh, what in the world? Oh, good fish. This dude is fired up. Let's go. Chill out. Get in. Yeah, boy. Good fish. Psychopath. Okay. That was awesome. I think you wanted that jig. Haven't fished really shallow, like literally up against the bank all day. That's over 5, if I could guess. Let me get a quick weight on this fish. Back to flipping that little jig. That's a solid fish. .502. Sick. Awesome. I threw that fish in the live well. I want to get a good picture of it. Just wanted to make sure it had some water and staying healthy. I don't know the name of this jig. I got it from my buddy Hunter. Throwing a Ketchco HOSS CRAW on the back. I really like these for jig trailers or Texas rigs, either one. That fish was super shallow. He wasn't really relating to any wood that I could see. It was actually closer to that chunk rock, or more like boulderous rock coming off, making that point. And he was super shallow. I might have been fishing a little bit too deep most of the day, even though I did fish shallow for quite a bit, and I did flip a jig. I didn't flip this little compact flipping jig too much. I downsized because I did get a really light bite on the bigger jig I was flipping around. And I had a couple fish I saw on the livescope go down after it and look at it, but they wouldn't eat. So I decided to put a smaller one on, and that fish just absolutely obliterated that thing. And then it fought like a psychopath. So I'm just gonna work my way back up to the ramp, fish pretty quick, just flip shallow, and hope we can run into another one. It's been a pretty tough day. Bait's been slow. So I've caught 3 fish, one on a spinnerbait, one on a Ned rig, and one on a jig. One on the jig was pretty decent. And other than that, I hadn't really even had that many bites. Overall, not bad for coming out and seeing a new lake. Happy with it. And we got a long way to get back to the ramp, so hopefully we can find another one. Damn, that was a bite. Another one like right up against the bank. I'm 99% sure this is the HOSS CRAW. Basically what I'm doing with that HOSS CRAW, as you can see on this one, just cutting it to be about that long so it's a little bit smaller than the entire piece of plastic. There you go. Just a nice little compact flipping setup. I'm throwing this jig on a 7.6 heavy, medium heavy. This is the Kistler Z-Bone. Awesome setup. 20 pounds Sunline. I haven't really spoke to you guys much about these Kistler reels because I wasn't sure about them. I wanted to try them out first. I've been fishing them for about 2 months now. Big fan. They're a little loud when they cast, but they can cast a mile, and I'm happy with them so far. Time will be the test, but so far they have my stamp of approval. All right, just snagged some pictures of this big girl. I'll let her go. Pretty fish, made my day.